from chapter 2. Now, just a small recap of what is mentioned in these verses. When the intellect, confused on hearing conflicting statements, will rest steady and undistracted in contemplation on God, you will then attain yoga, that is everlasting union with God. Now, you will understand that in our world we are given advice by thousands of people. You have to go to temple, you have to do this, you have to do that. So many things are mentioned to us. That if you want this, you have to go and do this. If you want that, you have to go and do that. Now, all these people who are called advisors, are they even qualified to advise? See, first and foremost, our own parents start giving us advice from the beginning. Say they do this and do this and do this and you will get this. And then we have priests in the temple and various other panditjis who keep on coming to our place, or forefathers, our grandfather, grandmother, everybody wants to give advice. And everybody thinks they know too much. Oh no, this has to be done like this. Now you just now celebrated one festival. Okay. Now in that festival, did you celebrate a lot of things? Like say for example, in Mumbai they will say Tilgul. Tilgul is the jaggery with til in it. In South India there is something else. In some places you will put the sugar cane over there, right? There are too many ways of celebration and too many ways of doing things. And everybody thinks that they are right from their perspective. There are advisors and advisors in our own life. We have too many advisors in our life. And every advisor believes that they know best. And this is the problem which human beings go through. See, men have a different way of approaching the problem. Women have a different way of approaching the problem. Men's problem is to the hell with it. I don't care. I will do whatever that comes to my mind. But a woman is always advised, no, these society norms are such, you have to do this, you have to do that. Especially when there is a elderly person, you have to put gungat on your head and you have to do this. And how many things are told to you? In marriage, you are supposed to be doing like this and you have to serve your husband and you have to serve your family and you have to do this. These are the rules and regulations which are given. And then everybody brings in religion in the picture. I'm sure you have seen. Everybody brings religion, right? In our religion and in our Sanskriti is the culture, we do like this only, like that only. So we are literally following these people without any idea why we are doing it. Just because some person from the past must have done it, so you also want to follow the herd mentality. And that is the reason why we have to understand in this material world who can advise us. There is a very clear understanding that there are some people in this world whose advice we can take. Got it? So, today's satsang is all about who this person is and how can we recognize this person? So let us see. We are doing Srimad Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 verse 54. Arjuna said, Krishna, what are the characteristics of the God realized soul, stable of mind and established in samadhi, that is perfect tranquility of the mind? How does the man of stable mind speak? How does he sit? How does he walk? Now, you want to know how this person is, isn't it? See, in the material world, we meet too many people, correct? And when we meet all these people, we tend to follow them like in a herd. So why are we doing it? What is the need for us to follow these people? Your own mother and father will tell you certain things. पैर छुओ, पैर छुओ, पैर छुओ. Okay, पैर छुओ means go and touch the feet. Of whom? The guy who is a lecherous character, your own uncle or somebody like that, he is looking at you as a sex object and you are supposed to go and touch the feet of this person. And then they have this idea that, okay, there are some sages and saints and this and that. You please go and touch their feet. People have done this time immemorial. We have gone and done something which is not the right thing to do, and yet nobody has stopped us. And on the contrary, we tell our children the same thing. We have told our children, see, there is a festival like this, you have to do this, you have to do that. But not understanding the real essence of anything. Ask anybody in India, why is he going for the Mela over there? For what reason? I don't think you will find anybody who will be able to answer you correctly. It's a herd mentality. I have some people from, whom I know, they have booked tickets, they are going, and some of them have already gone over there. The cost of a tent, just a tent accommodation, you understand what a tent accommodation is? 12,000 rupees a night. Think about it. Your transportation, your travel expenses, your air ticket or whatever you are going to spend. The minimum price of a hotel is 10,000 rupees. And you are going to go in that crowd and take darshan over there and dip yourself in the Ganga. I understand it's a big occasion. But why is it so? Why? Why? There is no answer for the why. Got it or no? A very beautiful case in point I will tell you. Once upon a time, there is this festival which happens in Jagannath Puri. Have you heard of Jagannath Puri? Now in Jagannath Puri there is a Rath Yatra. The Rath Yatra was there, and this is somewhere in 17th century or something like that. Now the main priest was doing the temple puja. He was doing. Okay. So there is Krishna. Okay. There is his sister and Balaram. Three images are there. They are made of wooden images. And what is so special about these images? The Krishna's image carries his original heart in it. There is Krishna's heart in it. This is how people have said. So, they were all doing the puja. There were thousands and thousands and thousands of people over there. Yes, you are going for the festival and you are doing the puja. Now suddenly, while this was happening, the main priest of the temple looks right through the crowd. And there is a person standing just at the door. And immediately the priest bows down to him and says, please come over here and do the puja. So they make way for him and he comes over there and he asks him, why are you calling me? He says, you are the Lord of this universe. You have come here to give us darshan. Please kindly perform the necessary puja. And this person does the puja. Who is this? It is Shri Krishna himself in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How many of you have heard of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So, as you know, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had gone to this place, but he was standing far away. Only the person who has been given the right vision by God will be able to recognize God. So here Arjuna is asking the same question. He says, Krishna, can you please tell me what is this person? Who is this person? How am I supposed to recognize him? And whom is he asking? Isn't it very strange? He is asking Parabrahma himself, who is Parabrahma? So, he says, I want to know this person who is a divine person. He is a God realized soul, stable of mind. See, in the material world today, stable of mind is extremely difficult to get, isn't it? How many people can say, I am very steady in my mind? Nobody. Nobody on this planet Earth can say, I am very steady. Because there is no steadiness in a human being's mind. So he says, can you tell me who is this person who is steady in mind? Is in a state of samadhi. Now samadhi is something we will be explaining continuously. I will be doing this continuously. So what is samadhi? Samadhi is called the fourth state. Okay. Oh, now what is the fourth state? Also you will find out. Let us see, I have to give you explanation of this. So the first state is when you are awake, isn't it? Just now, are you awake listening to my satsang or are you fast asleep? So, so there are people who may be fast asleep listening to the satsang also. Because people don't listen. So the first one is awake, that is waking state. The second one is called the dream state, where every time when you just about to fall asleep, what happens? You get a dream and just about to wake up. Isn't that what is called the REM state? That is the rapid eye movement state is there. And then the third state is called the deep sleep state. These three states you know very well, correct? There is a fourth state which is called samadhi. Samadhi means being beyond these three states. Beyond these three states. First state, waking state, do you know what I am talking? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you listen to me? Everything you can do, correct? So in the waking state, your perception is there. You can perceive things, isn't it? You can perceive things. Now, in your dream state, your mind is creating stories, isn't it? All kinds of stories. You will find you are traveling to some place. You are either a child or something is happening or somebody has come, some guests have come, some ghost is also come. God knows what all things happen in the dream state. And the third state, at least your mind is working. And in the third state, which is called the sleep state, do you even know what is happening? You don't know, because you are fast asleep. That is a state of tamas. Tamas is when you don't know anything. See, when you don't know anything. A state where you don't understand anything. So can you tell me just now in your waking state, what were you doing in your deep sleep? You will not even know. You will say, oh, I was lying on the bed. Really? That was your body lying on the bed. Now, I have a camera. I can see myself. Okay. You are not Saif Ali Khan. The camera was in his place, there was no camera. But in your place, there is a camera. And you can see, I can see my body. See over there, I am sleeping, fast asleep. No. You, you. Where were you? I am thinking. Does it mean this body is thinking? We don't know, no? So in the same way, the fourth state is called the state of samadhi. In samadhi, it's more like a sleep and more like a waking also. Because you actually don't hear anything, but you have heard everything. You are not sleeping and yet you are sleeping. You are not awake and yet you are awake. Can you understand all the three states bundled into one, but you are not doing anything? It's a very funny state. And that is called state of samadhi. You are tranquil. You may be sitting like this only. Are you awake or asleep? I can't even do like this, and you will look at me. No, you won't even look at me because you are in samadhi. The funniest part about samadhi is, once upon a time, Ramakrishna Paramahansa, he used to go in a deep state of samadhi just like that, standing. So there was a doctor over there. So this doctor, what he did was, he took his finger and he poked it in his eye to see whether that state is real or not. And yes, it was real because he did not flinch also. Nothing happened to Ramakrishna Paramahansa. This is the state of samadhi. So he says, how can you tell me which person is in samadhi? How does this person have a stable mind? Stable mind means he is able to grasp everything and yet is not disturbed by anything. Suppose I give you a peace of mind. Why are you not doing it? I keep on shouting at you. You know what's going to happen to you? You're going to get very upset. You're going to get angry. You don't want to do this. You know how children are, no? You give them a peace of mind. Why don't you do this work? Why you should have done this? Blah, 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 blah. Your children, I'm not going to do. This is not good. I will go away. I'll go to my room. Isn't that how they do? And exactly how you also do. But a person who has a stable mind is not even going to be disturbed by what is happening. Yet the person will do everything. He speaks also, he sits also, and he walks also. So Arjuna is asking the question to Shri Krishna, can you tell me what kind of a person is this? So verse 55 we will do. Shri Bhagavan said, Arjuna, when one thoroughly casts off all cravings of the mind and is satisfied by the self, to the joy of the self, he is then called stable of mind. A very dangerous statement, isn't it? How does a person remove desires of the mind? You know, all of you have only one desire. You know what is that desire? Can I get some peace of mind? Everybody wants peace of mind, isn't it? Yes or no? Think about it. You are yourself asking for peace of mind, which means you don't have peace of mind. Is that correct or wrong? So, casting off cravings of the mind. See, what cravings do we have? I want to eat food. I want to go here. I want to get up. I want to do this. I want to do that. Can you just leave me alone? I just want to lie down in bed, not do anything. Can I cover my head up with my, chadar and go to sleep? I hate getting up in the morning. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Somebody saying something to you. Why is he talking to me like this? Why should I listen to this crap? I should not have done this in my life first. How does your mind talk? Doesn't it talk too much? And what is a craving? The craving is, I wish, I wish, I wish, I wish everything happens properly. I wish my children study well. I wish my husband takes me out for the holidays. I wish that I can buy myself a new iPhone or something like that. I wish, I don't have to see my in-laws. How many people have different wishes? So these kind of cravings are there in the mind. But this person, an enlightened person, doesn't have any cravings. He will not even say anything. When I say he, it doesn't mean she. By the way, he, she, it, everything is the same. LGBTQ, everybody is the same. Okay. So otherwise you will tell me, oh Guruji, you are very biased. No. You just have to say. So this person is like this only. He doesn't have any craving. She doesn't have any craving of any kind. There is no idea in the mind of the person. In some of the places in India, they have these sadhvis. Sadhvi means what? The female of a sadhu. Okay. So I met this very beautiful lady, Sadhvi. She must be around 28 or 30 years old only. And she had shaved her head, and she was wearing a white color sari, and she was having some plates in her hand. And I was just looking at her. I was wondering, what is she doing? You know, we have cow sheds. Cow sheds, you know, in India, what kind of cow sheds are there? Do you think we have the international cow sheds where all the poop and everything gets removed? No, no. You know, our cow sheds are how dirty? All the poop is lying over there, all the urine is lying over there, everything is just lying over there. And we ourselves pick up that cow dung with our hands, and we take it and we use it for something, isn't it? This is how the whole thing is. Now, this woman was a very highly educated woman. She was an MBA from some foreign university. And she was carrying food for those cows. And she entered that gotha. Gotha means the cow shed. And with her own hand, she was feeding the cows. She was touching them, and she was standing in that cow dung, all the dirt over there. And I was watching her standing over there. It was a wonderful sight. Later on, I think about an hour later, she came out of that place. I went somewhere and I came back meanwhile. And then I did namaskar to her and I asked her a question. And I asked her, I know about you. You are sadhvi, this. Can I ask you a question? You know, she removes one card and she shows me, I am in Maun Vrat. I can't answer you. So it was so funny, you know. I was so taken away by this, the way the spectacle was. Here is a person who has no regards for anything. The whole world was doing whatever they want to, and here is one person tending to the cows. And it was a very, very beautiful sight. Later on, I met her many times. And I had conversation with her also later. I realized that here is a person. She must be 28 or 30 years old only. This is all the age that she was, okay? She had done her engineering and then she had done her MBA also. Came from a very good family. And I had bought her book. And I did not know about this. Okay. And that book was there with me. So I looked at that book and I said, is this you? Yeah, that's me. I said, you have written the biography of your guru? Yes. We have sold about 400,000 copies by now. I said, you have done yeoman service. You have done a great service. She says, no, that is nothing. It is nothing to do with me. My Guruji is great. He has done everything for me. The book also, he's got it written. I have not written it. The humility of this person touched me so much. A person who has cast off cravings. Cast off cravings. There are no cravings in her life. And then she gave a satsang, which I attended. And this satsang was on Ashtavakra Gita. At her age, to give a satsang like that was amazing. So she had done some vrat where so many days of, she will not speak and after that she will speak. That is how she was able to do. So then I asked her, my God, you gave a fantastic satsang in Ashtavakra Gita. You must be having fantastic knowledge. She started laughing. She says, this is not my knowledge. I don't even know anything. My Guruji just told me, go sit over there on top and just talk about this book. And I am just doing it because it's a Guru Agya. You know, how many people in this world would want such a kind of a person? You understand? Where the person has no desire, wearing a white color garment, having so high education, completely given up on life. No, I am not talking of somebody from, you may know. This person hardly anybody knows. So this person has given up the cravings of the mind, is satisfied in the self. The person is not bothered that there is cow dung under the feet. They are not bothered that they are feeding the cows and they are walking in the muck. You know, normal human beings, even if they see a dirty seat, they will not want to sit on it. They want to spray, they want to clean it. They'll put so much of, tissue papers, and we are talking about that. And here is such a highly educated person not doing any of those things. So this person was satisfied in the self, full of joy and stable of mind. The stability in the mind is such. Funnily, once upon a time, I was also doing a Mahan Vrata. And one day, there was one girl who was continuously coming and irritating me. Small girl. And I had to open my mouth and say, no. Because she was coming continuously to ask for food. 6-7 times she came over there. So I had to break my Mahan Vrat that time. I mean, it happened in that moment, but here is a person, even on provocation, didn't even do anything. So it was very good to see. So, Shri Krishna says, a person has to be like this, not disturbed by anything going on in the world. Don't you want this state yourself? Nothing should disturb you. Nobody should be making you, even on provocation. Even hundreds of people will come and they will irritate you. How many people like to irritate you? Everybody wants to irritate you, isn't it? Your own mind is going to irritate you. It's going to say, hey, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, this has to happen, that has to happen, tomorrow you have to go there, this has to be done. How many things? Your mind talks. No. You have to attain that state where nothing is disturbing you. Now, the sage, 56, the sage whose mind remains unperturbed amid sorrow, whose thirst for pleasure has altogether disappeared, and who is free from passion, fear and anger is called stable of mind. Stable of mind, when you go to a psychiatrist, will give you 20 tablets to eat. Eat this. You will become stable of mind. I don't think that is how it has to be done. Shri Krishna is very clearly saying, stability of the mind is something which you have to earn for yourself. It is with hard work. First and foremost, you have to give up all these desires of yours. I'll give you one good reason why you have to give up your desires. One good reason. Every time from childhood you have had a desire. You ask a young girl what is her desire. She may not be that good looking, but she will say, I want to look better than that other girl my friend of mine. She's so fair, she looks so good, I want to look better than her. One desire. Second desire, I want to have a boyfriend, who will be so loving to me, he will take care of me, he will do this to me. That is another desire. You know how many desires you have? I want to get married like, Radhika Merchant. Beautiful wedding, but not husband like what you got. Somebody very handsome, maybe like a Hrithik Roshan type, or maybe, some good handsome looking guy. But not He should not be like that, And then he should be rich, handsome. Yeah, no girl should look at him. No girl should look at him. Only me. I only have to look at him. And he should be devoted to me. These are called desires. Even anything for that matter, a simplest of the thing also. The biggest marketplace for desire, is Instagram. Have you noticed it? You scroll through the Instagram, you will find some nice jewelry, some nice this thing. Somebody has got such a fantastic body after doing all the yoga. By the way, they have never got the body in 7 days, okay? They have got good genes. Alright? We can say that. Because they are slim and trim because they have been like this only. And somebody who was fat and then became trim, you ask those people after 2 years, they will be back to square one. Nobody can guarantee you permanency. Okay, no Hrithik Roshan can remain like that only. And no Alia Bhatt will remain like that only. Okay? Please remember this. When you are young, it's a different story. As you grow older, with all the hormones acting up, with all the things going wrong in your world, everything going for a toss, don't expect a body of, no, I will always remain sweet 16 and my weight is always going to be around 50, okay, no, 52 is okay. What 52 is okay? You are now 75 and you want 52. Okay, at least I have to reduce 5 kgs. Don't bother so much. Yeah, you want to reduce, it's a dream. Everybody has these desires. So, when you have these desires, are you upset? I told you the secret I am going to tell you. Till today, no desire of yours has ever been fulfilled. Is it understood or not understood? Socho, think. You wanted to do this and you wanted to do that. I want to be like that, ye Jawani, ye Diwani. Okay, I want it like this only. I want it like that only. Even that ye Jawani, ye Diwani, the person is not happy. You can keep on dreaming like that. Nothing has happened. Even in those actors' life also nothing has happened. And yet you are thinking, I want to be like that. What do you mean by that? It's not going to work. So you know very well, whatever that you have thought of has never happened. And yet you are thinking about it, the impossible. No, someday in life it's going to happen. You have to forget someday in life it's going to happen and you make it happen. Think about it. You have to make it happen. You always thought God will make it happen. Why God will make it happen? Huh? God is, you have a genie in the bottle. When you rub the genie, he is going to say, Aka, kya chahiye tumko? I want a body like that. Never going to happen. You have to work for it. And don't dream of all these things because it's useless. Okay? So you work for it yourself, then someday it is going to happen, provided you are not even focused on that, but just keep on going about it. Did you get this point? This is the secret of it. I hope you get it. Because nothing in this world comes free. Anything came free? Anybody won the lottery? Nobody has won the lottery. Lottery of a good skin. How many people want? I want a good skin, I am going to try that L'Oreal ka something. I am going to do this. What? Next time I go to Sephora, I will buy this. As if the Sephora is going to keep some things for you over there. Hyaluronic acid, you know that? You heard of that, no? I am going to use that. You can use whatever acid or base or whatever. Nothing is going to change. Okay? So there is no point in doing that. Doesn't mean that you are not supposed to do. To keep your satisfied for yourself, you will have to do, isn't it? Just because you want to feel nice about it. कि मैंने I attempted, I tried very hard. I tried very hard to become fair. Has it ever happened? No, it's never going to happen. Always going to be like that only. So there is no point. But I can keep on putting, during my time there was Fair and Lovely. How many people used to wear Fair and Lovely in the olden, those who are above 40 and all that, they know Fair and Lovely very well, no? So much application, nothing happened. So, and then what all things you have done, Haldi, Chandan, all those things, everything in the world we have done. Nothing has worked. Neither on the weight, nor on your texture of the skin, nor on the hair. My God, I got one white hair over here. Your hair is going to be white. Accept it. You can only go and dye it. Use a good dye. By using that oil from Kerala, I will have white hair, black hair all my life. Sorry, that doesn't work only. So why are you bothered so much about it? So he says, these cravings of the mind have to be thrown away. Okay? And the sage whose mind remains unperturbed amid sorrow. Sorrow every day. Something, we have some misery in our life, isn't it? Every day there is a misery. Tell me one woman in this world who doesn't have misery. Once upon a time there was a very funny situation. So there is this lady who is quite elder, and she was around 60 or so. Okay. And one day I told her, I think I should have married you. I was just making fun of her. He says, "Aisa kya baat karta hai?" I said, "See, look at your skin. Look at the way you are." So then she's telling me, this is all because of HRT. I said, HRT? I had no idea what HRT was that time, okay? This is called hormone replacement therapy. I have to pay my doctor every month 25,000 rupees for that purpose. I said, really? Yeah. HRT. The world was not aware of HRT. She was aware because she had great doctors. Everything was fake. And that doesn't work. It is all in the genes and stuff like that. So in this, the sorrow is what? I am becoming old. Somebody is dead. Somebody dies. You are going to get upset about it. Something has happened in your life. You have lost money. Somebody has cheated you. All these are miseries of life. So, who is this person? This person is not disturbed even by these miseries in life. Okay? And is not even bothered about the pleasure. We have simple pleasures, What are the simple pleasures? You see, you may be having a weight issue or something like that, and yet when you're eating one sweet, you know how difficult it is to eat that sweet? Yeah? Or even an ice cream, or even we are going out with children and going to have one McDonald's burger. Today I have a cheat day. You call it a cheat day for what? Cheat days. That is the misery of your life, but you believe, that today I am going to do that. What? Because it is called small pleasures. This sage is not bothered about small pleasures. Okay, he or she doesn't have any issues like that. If they get plain rice to eat also, they will eat. If you give them, sona, a gold plate also and things like that, they are not bothered about it. So, who is free from passion, fear and anger? Passion. We are passionate about everything in life. That passion doesn't take us anywhere. Nowhere has it taken us anywhere. Everybody can dream of whatever they feel like. But has this passion ever got satisfaction anywhere? I don't think so. Nobody has. We are passionate human beings, But this passion goes to the dogs. So, then there is fear. Fear of what? Fear of every single thing in life. What's going to happen? We all have fear of the unknown. Unknown means what? Something that we don't know, we are always fearful of that. Kal kya hoga? Tomorrow what is going to happen? What is going to happen if something happens like this in my life? You understand? You have heard that your friend's husband passed away recently. You know how much of fear you will live in? Yeah, the fear is real. You are going to be very, very upset with the fear. Somebody who was good, the person was, I met this person last week only, is no more. The fear is real for you, isn't it? This person is not even bothered about the fear. Can you predict anything for anybody in life, by the way? You don't even know one next hour what is going to happen. You might have got up feeling very on top of the world. Today everything is fine. Today I have to do this and that and that and that. And at the breakfast table there is one big Mahayuddha happening of Mahabharata. And you are the Kaurava or the Pandava and everybody over there is against you. And you thought that today is going to be a great day. Well, you don't even know what's going to happen. What are you bothered about? And our dreams are very, very funny. The dreams are like, oh, I wish, oh, I wish, oh, I wish. One day, I had one partner in business. So I was going with this guy. And then he suddenly said to me, today is my wedding anniversary. I said, really? Kitna ho gaya baras? He said 10 years, 10 years. I said 10 years. Yeah, I got 2 kids, no? I said, yeah, very good. Said 10 years on your wedding anniversary, what have you done till today? He said, like any other day, what is the big deal? We had a court marriage, okay? After that, no money. All these years, where is the money? We are both struggling. She is working in television station. She is, an announcer. I am doing marketing with you. What I will do with my life, I don't know. What I will give her? Nothing. So what are you going to do in the evening? Same thing. I told my cook to make some simple things, in the evening she would have made by morning and gone. So we will all come back in the evening at 6:30 or 7:30 and then the children, they have to study. Tomorrow is school again. And she will be busy with her writing and stuff like that. I will go and I will do my work. I said, very good anniversary you are celebrating. Arey bahar leke ja. Paisa dega tu. He asked me this question as if it was such a silly thing, Will you give me the money so that I can go out? Yeah, I said, you do it in my account. I said, idiot. Take her out, no? And then we were going from place, and it's a very beautiful place in, Bridge Candy it's called. And there is one shop where they sell beautiful flowers. So I took a bunch of flowers. He's asking me, kaun se girlfriend ko dene ke liye? Which girlfriend are you buying this for? I said, idiot, for you. For me? Why are you giving me flowers? I said, how am I to teach you all these things, stupid fellow? This is for your wife, not for you. Oh, I will tell her you gave me. I said, you are the biggest stupidest person on earth. I said, tell her that you have given this to her. I can't tell lies. She'll ask me, paisa kidhar se aaya? You see the whole point. Where did the money come from? So it was a very funny situation. I said, no, don't worry. Say that he gave it to me. Okay. I took it from him so that we can have a good evening and all that. And I'll book one table in the nearby restaurant and we'll go over there. What about the kids? They will be doing their homework, man. Don't worry. And he did that, by the way. He took those roses home and gave it to his wife. And next morning she calls me. Ye tumne kiya na? I said, maine nahi kuch kiya. What kiya? I don't know. I have not done anything. I know. He's incapable of doing any of those things. He can't even think for himself. And you are thinking that he can buy roses for me? I said, at least now he will change. Next year you will remember. You can ask him next year, where are the roses? See? At least you have got something to fight on. She says, you are such a painful guy. So think like this. Are you even thinking like this? This is the funny part about life, you know. If that person doesn't give, why can't you give? Can you understand this? That person is anyway going to ask, paisa kidhar se aaya? Where did the money come from? They will ask, they will do all these things. Doesn't mean any damn thing. What you want to do, you do know. I hope you get this point. You don't have to wait for somebody to take the initiative. You take the initiative. Okay? And understand one thing. Like, what does a woman want can never be understood by a man. Similarly, a woman can never understand what the man wants also. Okay? He will tell, suppose you want to give him all the paisa dena. Give me money, he'll say. Why you want to spend so much? I will buy it myself. And what will you buy and give him? Every year the same, you know. Shirt, pant, shirt, pant, shirt, pant. And some days shoes. Is that all you can give? No. So this is the thing. So you have to be free from passion. But the funny part here is, do it as if in passion, but not be involved in it. Did you see the funny part in this sentence? Passionately you have to do, not with passion. It is something which you have to do, not for you, for the others. Like you do for your children. Do you expect anything? No, you're not expecting your children to, say thank you, mommy, something like that. They don't give you any thanks. They will ask you, Mom, you only bought one cake and one car for me. What about the trucks and what about the other things? He will ask you like this. You know how children are, no? They want, you give them this much, they want more. So it's like that. But no, you do it simply because it has to be done. Simply because it has to be done. You understand? Passion is that. But not to be passionate means something else. I'll give you one more idea. Fear and anger. If you show, like it is written in the scriptures, you are not supposed to get angry. But tell me something. If somebody has done something wrong, can you say control, Nana Patekar? You can't say control all the time. Give that person 2 tight slaps. Okay? When it has to be done, it has to be done. But without any passion in it, without any fear in it, and without any anger in it. Do something without anger. This line is very tricky. Let me give it to you. Now you have a very violent nature. Violence means anger. Like you would like to become Kalima very soon. Okay, let us say like that. You are like a Kalima. You know, Kalima is Yeah, take care. So everybody, do they expect you to be a Kalima or no? But now you have learned the Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna says, person should not have anger. Just imagine tomorrow Kalima saying, it's okay, you can do this. Sorry boss, I don't expect Kalima to behave like this. Kalima means, करता क्यों है, पकड़ के मार डालूंगी, फोड़ डालूंगी, तोड़ डालूंगी. Wow, I have to expect Kalima to behave like this. But when you do that, don't get carried away by it. You are just enacting it. So tomorrow when you are told, you're not supposed to beat your children, you're not supposed to give them, galis, you're not supposed to shout at them. But you are the one who is always shouting, you're giving galis. Huh? You know that, no? And then you are, Guruji said tomorrow onwards, no anger, no fear, no passion. No! I never said like that. You are that person who is supposed to give gali, but don't get involved in it. Don't feel I am doing it. You are expected to do. Alright? Do it without passion. Without passion. It has to be done. But do it without passion, without anger, and without any fear. So when you have this is called stable of mind. Where you know very well you are just enacting the role of the person. See here, you are this and you, the real you. You know how this person behaves, no? Or no? By now you are familiar with your own ways of behavior or no? You can carry the anger for 2 days, 3 days also. या भाड़ में तुमको जो खाने का है खाओ. Like you want to eat anything, you go and eat. Your problem, not mine. Hey. So, you know how it is, no? Now, if you, tomorrow onwards, you start acting like a, Sati Savitri and goody person and all that, you're going to be behaving like that snake. You remember snake story, like that. Don't do that. You have to. But don't take it for 2 days. 2 hours is enough. Okay? One sample. Sample is important. So you can't expect a tiger to not do what he's supposed to do. You can't expect a lion not to roar. Can you? You are the tigress. You are the lioness. You think I'm supposed to tomorrow act like a cow, is it? Oh, no. Like that. You have to do that. But you should know, you are the tigress or you are the lioness, only acting you have to do. The people get scared of you. How many people are scared of Rajma? Many! Just, you know her, the way she will talk, everybody will get... Rajma के साथ बात करने का मेरे को बहुत डर लगता है. क्यों? That's her nature. And she has to maintain it. She cannot be tomorrow talking to you, Yes, Anisha, it's okay. Anisha will think iska satak gaya. Something is wrong with Rajma, tomorrow I don't want to talk to her. Maybe she started taking some medication from some psychiatrist or something like that. No, we can't behave like that. We have to behave in the way we are. But knowing fully well that we are not that person. You are not that person. You are wearing the cloaks of a tigress or a lioness. But you are not the lioness, neither are you the tigress. You are the divine human being, the divine person. That is what he says. Then this person is a stable in mind. So we have come to the end of verse 56. We will stop over here.
Recording stopped.